Shaheen Shah Afridi's experience in the Big Bash League has been largely forgettable so far, but it has become so much worse after his recent match, which saw him not only get hammered around the park by an associate nation player, but also pick up an injury at what could not have been a worse time considering the tournament that is going to be coming up next. First off, let's talk about his poor bowling exploits. He ended up getting hit for 3 boundaries in 1 over by Australian-born Italian batter Harry Manenti, which, when you consider, is basically the fact that he got hit by a player from an associate nation, albeit one who did manage to qualify for the T20 World Cup in 2026, but still not a nice feeling to be one of the premier pacers from a nation that is renowned for producing pacers and then get spanked around for 3 consecutive boundaries in 1 over. And then to make things worse, in the over that followed, he ended up picking up a little bit of an injury concern when he went to dive whilst fielding, but then ended up jarring his knee in some ways and whilst visibly in pain ended up walking off the field. Now, this injury comes at what is, I would say, is the worst time, considering the 2026 T20 World Cup is about 6 weeks away at this point in time, and the last thing that Pakistan need is an injury to one of their premier pacers. However, it's also fair to say that Shaheen's BBL stint has not been the kind of warm-up that he would have been anticipating ahead of the T20 World Cup. So far, his numbers in the tournament do not make for good reading at all. He's just about taken 2 wickets. He has been going at an economy of over 11, and to make things worse, in his very first match in the BBL, he ended up getting himself removed from the bowling attack for bowling 2 beamers, which basically meant that he was barred from bowling due to the fact that he was bowling too dangerously. Yikes, not a good place to find yourself. And with the injury now also potentially following him around, it could be that, well, who really knows, touch and go for the World Cup. But if you are recovering from an injury, it does also impact your form. So let's see how it is that goes for Shaheen. You can let us know your thoughts on his poor BBL run so far in the comments below. And don't forget, as always, to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap that bell icon, follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, X and Facebook, and stay tuned for more such updates from the world of sport.